This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, so don't base anything I say off these videos. I'm just doing it for pure entertainment purposes only. I'm just doing it for pure entertainment purposes only. Blah, blah, blah. I can't talk. I forgot to turn my ringer off. Hold on. Okay. Yes. Anyways, not financial advice, but I'm looking at the charts here. I don't want to get too overly excited. And like I said, we don't ever want to set dates and all that stuff. But looking at AMC and GME's charts, I'm seeing very, very close similarities to the way it looked right before we had those jumps back in June 2021 when AMC hit 72 at its peak. GME was around 420. The charts are scarily similar. Go check them out yourself. I'm just looking at Market Watch right now. The one I was looking at was on my phone. Obviously, I haven't enabled my brain to show what I'm looking at as far as my phone. So I'm just trying to find it here as well. But we are tracking, and I don't want to give hopium and all that stuff, but we are definitely tracking very closely to the same algorithm that happened right before a squeeze back in June 2021. And you know, we hit a pivotal point. We hit that $3.15. Once we hit that, and we've been maintaining over it, then that's huge, because I'm not saying today we're going to shoot up to $5-6, but the beginning stages of this thing, it looks like it's brick by brick, it's laying itself similar, almost identical to how it looked in June of 2021. I'm trying to see if I can give you an idea what I'm looking at here, if I can do it correctly on this. Yeah, I wish I knew how to run this a little better. Anyways, what I was saying is GME and AMC running very similar algorithms to what it looked like in June 2021. If you've been tracking or following any of that, it's insane. Like I don't ever like to come in here and just be that guy and be like, oh, it's squeezing, it's happening, this is happening. So I'm trying not to get overly excited and stuff like that, because there is always the possibility of something switching up. But as of right now, today, we are tracking very similar to what it was looking like right before the run-up over there. I'm not saying it's going to be within the next day or two, but anything's very possible. I was talking about a gamma ramp. I started going back and overlaying the charts from, like I said, June 2021, May 2021, and we're running very similar to those. There's the same point, same peak, same drops. Obviously, nothing's 100% identical, but you can just look at it. You know, go look at a chart if you do any chart reading, and look at May of 2021, June 2021, even April. You know, it's been tracking. So I don't know how fast the algorithm's going or any of that stuff. Obviously, no one can predict that, but if it's running and it continues to run this way, then there's a huge upside coming. I called last week. I said we'd be in the green at the end of this week. I honestly didn't know if we'd rise above that 320 mark. Right now we're sitting at 325. 315 was a heavy resistance. We've passed it and we're holding it now. As long as we can stay over that 315, $4 shouldn't be that hard to reach the next, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. Um, yeah, the gap ups are insane as well. I mean, that's one thing I looked at before, trying to just tie everything in together. If you don't have a squeeze and the charts change, you still have those gap ups. There's one around $40, 35, $40 that I think is going to be the one where they try to really shake people out, in my opinion. Um, what I'm going to do at that point is hold. Um, you know, take it day by day, see how it goes. I don't plan on selling it, something like that. That's not what I'm here for. I haven't been in this play for 3+ years to get excited for, what I'm saying. It's exciting, don't get me wrong. And whatever you decide to do is totally up to you. I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold, influence anyone's decision. If you make like 20, 30 grand, 40 grand, that's cool for you, do it. I'm not telling you not to. But for me, my instinct is kind of telling me right now that we're close. Just my gut thought, my gut instinct, not and just overlaying these charts, man. I'm telling you, if you, I wish I could. I'm trying to figure out how to do it right here on my store's computer. I don't have my. Let's see what channels we got here. Parabolic. No, we want to look at the Bollinger Bands. I'm trying to figure out how to zoom in a little bit on this here chart here. On this here chart here, Governor. Patrick Starr says AMC not pumping. Okay. I beg to differ. If someone bought in at 238 and they're sitting at 325 right now, they're feeling pretty good. I would be feeling pretty good. You don't have to necessarily be in here for a squeeze. So it's over. You guys missed the pump. More of the same. Comments. Just in the market in general, it doesn't mean that something can't pump and you can't still make money off of other pumps. You know what I mean? Like, what? I don't know. I don't feel like, I guess it's kind of arguing with the wall at this point. When you try to, if you have your, you have your opinion, we have ours. I have mine, you have yours. Everyone's got their own opinion. You know what I mean? But I definitely am seeing, and also shills or trolls or dudes are just I don't know what they are. Um, there's a lot of them right now. I used to block them, but I kind of like to just, I don't know if they realize, but I think whoever's sending these people in, it does more damage than good for them, just because I think it shows us like, damn, you go to any other stock chart go to someone who's doing a live right now about any other stock, and there is no shills or no trolls in there. So go to anyone doing an AMC one positive, and it's loaded, and they're all gonna let you know how they bought in and sold, and they made money, and we're holding the bag, and they're rich, and we're poor, and they're all gonna say things like, "We missed it. Now you're holding the bag." It's just the same thing over and over. They'll get a new script soon. Don't worry. Right now, they just have they got to say what their boss tells them to say. So you can't blame them for doing their job, I guess, right? Good work, buddies. I don't even know what your name is. On here, Instinctual Trades, this page was, I used to go by Menace because I did concert promotion. That's what everyone calls me. Menace to Society. So, my government name, I don't be putting out on here just because I get so many weird ass people. My government name, but yeah, people call me Menace. I used to do concert promotion for like Snoop Dogg, for like, we've done big shows, we've done small shows. I've been shows where there's like 2-3 people. I've been to shows where there's thousands of people. I got out of that because I'm 40 fucking years old and I got tired of that type of business. Started up this type of business where I'm in now. Here we are. I actually got a song with Snoop Dogg I've never released. I'm thinking about putting out. But those are the things that like that's what I'm not here for this page for really. You know what I mean? I turn this over to markets and AMC and squeezing and pumping and dumping and all that shit. So it is what it is. But yeah, if you're just jumping in, I was talking about how the charts are matching up almost identically to May and June of 2021, where we had those big pumps, big squeeze, whatever you want to call them, sneeze, squeeze, pump, rip, whatever you want to call it. The chart is eerily similar, and not only in AMC but in GME. I bought into GME. I've been in GME, but I bought an average down maybe a day or two before it started kind of having its little upswing. Um, and then I started kind of looking at their chart as well, and I'm like, wait a minute, looking at GME's chart compared to then to now, and AMC's chart from then to now, they at some point or another they kind of broke apart. I don't know if you guys remember back in like 2021, 2022, they would run in unison up and down. It was almost like the identical. If you had them sitting next to each other, it's almost like they're almost identical. They kind of broke apart for a little while. I'm gonna jump into GME's chart, and now it looks like they're running in unison again. So, in my personal opinion, obviously I'm not a financial advisor, so you can't take no financial advice from me, obviously. But just from what I'm observing, I'm trying to pull up here. Yeah, looking at GameStop, man, it's literally it's insane, man. So I would, I hate to say that it's squeezing and we're pumping and all that stuff, but it's hard not to notice the fact that we are moving at an upward pace, setting up that 315. I thought was going to be really hard to pass. We passed it a little easier than I had imagined we would have. Obviously, here's the one thing to take into consideration: dilution. I don't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. We get up to like 325, 350. Who knows if they dilute and pulls back? But if the algos stay the same and there still is dilution, it could just. Yeah, Carvana has been crazy too, man. The thing about Carvana is I sold out of Carvana a while back. I made some good profit off it, but obviously in hindsight, yeah, I would have held longer. But there's probably people that have been doing DD like I do or you do or whoever is involved with AMC deeply, and they're probably going exactly what we thought it was going to do. You know what I mean? You look at Carvana in January of 2023 was trading around $3, $3 to $4. So for the people that say, hey, AMC can't, go from 3 to 100, Carvana did. And then there's going to be people say it's a totally different company. It's totally different. There's always going to be someone coming in to kind of make you feel like you're an idiot. You know what I mean? But I feel like as long as you know, you do your own DD, you know what you hold. I just pulled up Carvana's chart. We are. Yeah, Carvana, like January of 2023 was hitting around $4. Before that, it was around $3 even. And to me personally, I don't think Carvana has nearly as much shit going on in the background as AMC. So, more signs, man. More signals, more signs, more things just to be alert. Educate yourself on. Don't listen to me. Don't, fact check me. Fact check it. Do your own DD. And, you'll be in better shape than if you just listen to me. But I'm just saying, man, there's a lot of similarities going on. Yeah, dilution when it happens, but it will help us get out of debt. Carvana has the same debt as AMC, so that's the thing. Is a lot of people are looking at like, oh, the debt, blah blah blah. The restructuring debt ain't gonna do anything. Carvana restructured their debt. Now look at them. That's basically what AMC is. You can almost look at it as a model of what AMC is doing. People that said Carvana wasn't going to do shit, it was trading, like I said, over a year ago, January 2023, it was trading at $4. Um, so, and what have I said previously? I said I think AMC is about a year away from some major earnings. I didn't say a squeeze. I didn't call price targets. I just said fundamentally I believe this thing's ready to pop at that time. It's very similar without even really considering Carvana at that time. But now you look at what they've done. They're doing the same thing we did. The same thing that AMC is doing. And I mean, you get whatever. You know what I mean? If you don't see it, you don't see it. I'm not trying to convince anyone. I know where I'm at. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm going to keep buying more. As a matter of fact, I was telling myself I was only going to buy a few a day, but I'm thinking, man, I might have to drop in a couple hundred shares here soon, just because that pump is looking pretty nice. I may wait till dilution hits and do it, and just keep dropping small and small like I'm doing right now. But my gut, my instinct, I don't know if it's the instinct or the monster is telling me something's about to pop. Is it GME and AMC? I hope so, but is it one or the other? Possibly. I don't think they would. I don't think they would want one to rip before the other. I think if they want them to rip, they want them to rip together at the same time. Just because most people are either only heavy in AMC or only heavy in GME, and then have a little bit of, So if you're heavy in GME, you probably got a little bit of AMC. If you're heavy in AMC, you probably got a little bit of GME. And what would happen if GME? Let's just say GME rips and you hold tons of GME. What are you going to do? You're going to take your money and dump a bunch in AMC because you're seeing that rip. And then what's going to happen with that? They're going to find another one and another one. They don't want that snowball effect, in my personal opinion. So I think we just keep playing it by ear, but not to get overhyped, but I am hyped. I see exciting things happening, even if it doesn't squeeze or gamma right now. Just the fact that we've passed that 315 mark. That was big. That was a big one for me, to be honest. The CAT system coming into play. This is only the tip of the iceberg, really. This is kind of like the beginning stages, of what I think could be something huge. And these things, like I say, they dry out, they play out for a lot longer than you want them to or expect them to. So just got to be patient. In my opinion, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be a patient little dude. Wait for my riches to come in. But yeah, that is what it is at this point. I'm grateful for all you guys that have liked and subscribed. Once this thing does pop, in my opinion, when it does, we're gonna have to have some sort of meetup. Since I am a former concert promoter, at that point maybe I just throw a big ass concert. You know what I mean? I call up some of my old connections, bring in freaking Snoop, a few other rappers, whoever. You know what I mean? Do a big ass concert, and then I'll see if we can't get. Yeah, I got my wheels are turning. The little hamster in my brain's running. Anyways, yeah, that's all, man. There's a lot of things to look forward to, a lot of positivity. So don't buy into the hype. Don't buy into the FUD. You got to keep yourself level-headed on level ground for a little bit, because there is going to be a little bit of, I think, turbulence. I don't think it's going to be all smooth running, even though the chart is showing it could be. I don't anticipate this is going to go exactly like it did before. And, they're going to know that people are looking at this chart and they're going to try to switch things up. So, but it is positive. For me, it is a positive thing, just because there's a lot of good coming out of this. So just cleaning up all my old monsters in this room, realizing, goddamn, you know what? I think I'm an addict. I'm a monster addict. I'm gonna quit drinking monsters. Not today though. I guess AMC squeezes and Monster hasn't what did I say? Sponsor me. If AMC squeezes and Monster hasn't sponsored me by then I'm just gonna have to quit completely. That's my pact. Fingers were crossed when I said that, just so you know. All right, man. Anyways, like I said, if you're into chart reading or anything like that, go look at the charts, compare them for the first couple months and the month of those little, June 2021 run ups. Tell me what you see, because I'm seeing similarities. I'm seeing us going back into the same algorithm as we were before when we were running with GME. I was a little skeptical of the cat system a little before this, but now seeing people scramble, I think that's what's going on. To be honest, I think people might be scrambling. I'm still going to stick with my price prediction earlier. I said $3.18 to $3.19 or something like that. Looking at this here, I'm still going to stick. That's probably where we're going to end the day. They don't want it to. They don't want. If you get over 350, we're going to hit 4 very easily by Monday, Tuesday, in my opinion. If you get over 350 and hold it. So I don't think we'll see that yet. But I do think next week we see it. Probably going to have a red day here and there. So, but also you got to remember in that June 2021 run up, before the run up, there was a run up. You know what I'm saying? So you had, it ran up a few bucks and then kind of dipped back down. And then boom, you know what I mean? So if something happens and this thing runs up to $5-6, in my personal opinion, not financial advice, maybe even $10-15 or something crazy like that, that could be a point. Or even that gap fill I was talking about, that $30 gap fill, maybe it runs somewhere like that, and then it drops back down to 12, 13, 10, and dilution hits at the same time. We go down to 8, something like that. People are going to be shitting their pants and selling. Just my thoughts, a hypothetical thing that could happen, and then at that, then you could have that big run, because it's like when Evel Knievel's on his bike and he hits the first jump and dips down, and then boom, hits that big one, tries to cross the canyon. Hopefully we get across the canyon and we don't crash. All right, man, I'm gonna jump up out of here. Hopefully this helps you guys in some way. Exactly, I think Adam Aaron will dilute around that point if there is a little gamma, which, do I like it? Yeah. Do I love it? No. I like it because it helps restructure the debt. It helps all that stuff that we need fundamentally. But if not, anyways, you know what I'm saying. Y'all have a good one. Be blessed. Let's get rich soon. Peace.